Seen the patterns change. Would we
Hey everyone! Spend a few days with me in Rome. We traveled towards the end of winter, escaping the cold in Copenhagen. We enjoyed good food, shopping, and a lot of sightseeing as we learned about the rich Roman history. A truly magical trip.
'Cause I could feel it too. We're just two lost lovers just waiting around with our hands in our pockets and our suitcases. Things change so loud.
Ochre? What's the place called that we're at now? Tulipana? We're at a breakfast spot called Tulipana. We ordered focaccia sandwiches. You got the sandwich. I just got a focaccia with tomatoes and coffees. You want to share? Is it good? The first day was a busy one as we tried to tick off the major historical landmarks like the Pantheon, Trevi Fountain, and Spanish Steps. It wasn't difficult to do as every corner in Rome has some kind of beautiful history to it. Even though I had visited Rome before, it never fails to take my breath away. We grabbed breakfast at a small bakery, then lunch at Monte Carlo, which is a well-known pizzeria I had been to before and wanted to go again. This day was a good mix of history and food. Having a little coffee break and a water break because I haven't drinking any water today. But so far we've seen the Trevi Fountain, the Spanish Steps, the Pantheon, but I really want to do some vintage shopping as well, so I'm going to try and fit that In the evening, we grabbed cocktails by the river and watched the sunset over the city, turning it into a magical golden color. This was one of my highlights of the day. We were staying in Prati, so we went home to relax before having dinner at Dino and Tony's, a restaurant run by two brothers. The food was classic Italian, the atmosphere was homey, loud, traditional, and felt family-run and very much loved. An untouched, authentic experience. Now you got coffee with chocolate.
It's
gonna be 18 degrees. 18 today.
What's going on? No, we got chocolate on your nose.
The next day, we took the bus to Trastevere, an area we hadn't been to yet. We had breakfast at the Eta. I had a gorgeous chocolate cappuccino and pistachio crepes. I have a big sweet tooth, so these were heavenly to me. I'd never had more pistachio cream in my life. We needed to fuel up as our next stop was Porta Portese, the biggest flea market in Rome. And it truly is big. The market is what feels like never ending. A huge winding road filled with stalls where you can find anything from vintage leather jackets, jewelry, leather bags, and more.
It's just got me tethered.
Afterwards, we headed back to the Pantheon and went inside, something I hadn't done the last time I was in Rome, and I really recommend. A surreal feeling, as if you're stopped in time inside a building that has been standing for centuries. For lunch, we went to Osteria da Fortunata. I'm sure we've all heard of this restaurant. I have to say, it's worth the visit. We luckily didn't have to wait long for a table, and the food was incredible. What's more, you get to see the pasta freshly made in front of you. After lunch, we took a walk through the city and had an easy dinner and finished the day with gelato.
What do you want to say, Anna?
We just had breakfast and it was very good.
What was the place called?
Love.
It's called Love.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pastries were looking super nice.
And now we're gonna go vintage shopping and then to the Colosseum. On our last full day in Rome, we went to the Colosseum, which is an obvious must when you're in Rome. It was on my boyfriend's bucket list to go inside. It's hard to picture how these ruins were once filled with people, and the amount of life and history it holds. We explored the different levels, looked through ancient artifacts, and took in the architecture.
We are going back to the Colosseum area.
Yeah?
And we are going to look at the... Coming to me. Palatine Hill.
Okay.
And the Domus area.
Yeah.
And the Roman Forum.
Are you excited?
Colosseum was 7 out of 10 for me, and I rated it 8 out of 10, which is surprising.
Why is it surprising?
Because we're not into like old buildings and monuments and stuff like that. Usually, right?
I want to go shopping.
Yeah, you want to go shopping to the second-hand stores, pushing all back.
It's like... In the evening, as we were walking home, we stumbled across so many beautiful buildings and cathedrals. What seemed completely ordinary from the outside took our breaths away as soon as we walked in. No matter where you go, Rome is full of beauty. Full of energy to explore the Colosseum. Our final day, we grabbed breakfast at a typical Roman bakery. I finally got to try a maritozzo, which is a bun filled with whipped cream. Heavenly. We then went back to the Colosseum to visit the Roman Forum. Again, to imagine these buildings standing years ago and people living their day-to-day lives is just mind-boggling to me. So much history in one place. It was a warm and sunny day and felt like spring was near.
What did you see?
We spent the rest of the day enjoying the weather, visiting the last safe places on our lists, and wishing we could stay a few more days.
This is how we try drinking water in Rome. A la apatkovic. What do we say?
I don't recommend.
Did I?